Hi, I'm Ricky, and welcome to my channel, Angioplasty Survivors. Today, I'm going to share with you a life-changing experience that I went through back in 2020. My 4-stent coronary angioplasty story. It was February 2020, and I was a fit and muscular 60-year-old who was hitting the gym 3 times a week regularly. And anyone who sees me in the gym would never have guessed that I could be a heart disease candidate. But one early morning around 3 a.m., I woke up with a feeling of discomfort in my chest. So I closed my eyes, thinking that it will go away, and it didn't. So I sat at the edge of the bed, hoping it would pass, but it only got worse. Realizing something was seriously wrong, I stood up, woke up my wife, and we rushed to the hospital immediately. I was so scared. I thought I was going to die. I grabbed the hands of my wife and held them so tight, thinking that, this is it. Nearing the hospital, the discomfort just disappeared. It stopped. I walked into the emergency room without any assistance. The medical team started working on me with all the tests and interviews, and later on informed me that I have to be transferred to the ICU. I spent 2 nights in the ICU, and that's where I found out that I had an angina attack and a slight case of pneumonia. So I stayed for 5 more days in a regular room, and before getting discharged, my cardiologist told me that I need to have an angiogram in Manila because our local hospitals don't have any angiogram facilities. At the same time, she needs to prep me for the next 10 days before we could fly to Manila. So the plan was set, but life had other plans. On the eve of our departure for Manila, my Manila-based cardiologist informed me that their hospital had its first COVID-19 case, and a lockdown was going to be implemented the following day. With the pandemic causing strict travel and hospital restrictions, my angiogram was put on hold for the next 2 years. During this time, I was just taking my medicines and avoiding any strenuous activities. No lifting, hardly any walking. I was just in bed watching TV the whole day. I even remember experiencing a shortness of breath while showering. But gradually, I started taking small steps around the bedroom to strengthen myself, my legs, and to build stamina. And to support my heart health, my wife and I adopted a vegan diet. And you gotta hand it to my wife. She came up with really delicious vegan dishes. She even made vegan cheese, vegan ice cream, vegan cakes, the works. After 3 or 4 months, I began to feel better. I cautiously went up and down the stairs and took slow walks in our garden. With the approval of my cardiologist, I eventually resumed low-intensity daily walks. 2 years later, during one of my regular walks, I felt a familiar discomfort in my chest. It wasn't painful but alarming enough for me to contact my cardiologist in Manila. He instructed me to take a stress echo test, which showed severe blockages in my coronary arteries. I was immediately asked to fly to Manila and go to the Philippine Heart Center for an urgent angiogram. The angiogram confirmed the severity of my condition. I had 5 blocked arteries. But instead of doing an on-the-spot angioplasty right after my angiogram, my cardiologist found it best to present to us first the 2 options that we had: an angioplasty or a heart bypass. I asked him what are the chances of success with an angioplasty, and he immediately said 80%. With that, my wife and I opted for the angioplasty. 2 days later, I underwent the procedure. The doctors inserted tubes into blood vessels on both sides of my groin to clear my coronary arteries. After 4 long hours, they successfully placed 4 stents, leaving out one small, completely blocked artery that was deemed negligible. Throughout the procedure, I was conscious, and my doctor's first words after the surgery were, "Ricky, God still has something planned for you." Those words gave me hope and a renewed sense of purpose. If you like a free copy of my ebook entitled Healing Your Heart, Post-Angioplasty Tips from a 4-Stent Angioplasty Survivor, just send me your email address and I will be more than happy to send you the free link. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and comment. I would love to hear from you. Remember, every heartbeat counts.